Hello there, Chris from CNG Bricks here with my review of LEGO set number 76178, The Daily Bugle, released June 1st, 2021, has 3,772 pieces, 25 minifigures, and retails for $300. This video will contain spoilers for Spider-Man No Way Home that came out 2 weeks ago, so if you haven't seen the movie, go see the movie. So starting off with the minifigures here, first we have the Spider-Man minifigure. This minifigure is just amazing. It's not, it's a nice comic accurate suit. It kind of resembles the comic accurate suit from the end of No Way Home, but not too much. Next up, we have the Peter Parker minifigure. He's wearing like a jacket type of thing. He's got some blue pants, a bag, and yeah, it's a pretty standard figure. We also have Gwen Stacy. She has this like jacket and then some light blue plants. She has blonde hair, and yeah, that's about it. Then we have the Spider-Gwen minifigure. Spider-Gwen has this new hood piece, which looks really nice. Standard black pants, nothing, or I guess black legs, nothing like, no printing on them, just the standard thing. The detail on the torso is really nice, though. We also have Miles Morales, but in his, like, half spider suit, so he's got, like, the jacket with the hood on. And this hood really goes well with the jacket, especially since it's the new hood design. You can kind of, like, see the suit through the hood and the jacket, and it looks really nice. You can also have the dual molded legs to represent his shoes there, so that looks really nice. Starting off with some of the main Sinister Six villains, we have Mysterio. This comic version of Mysterio is really good. We also get Sandman. This Sandman figure, I really like this detail. You don't get any legs with him. You don't get any legs with the Sandman. You only get this, but this mold is really nice. Flint Marco's face is, it's not that well, it's just the angry clone face. No double expression, but that torso looks really well, and it molds into the thing. You get this build, and you put Sandman on it, just like that. And, it can stand up all the way, or it can, like, lean down. And, yeah, that's about it. It looks like it's coming up from the road, so it works really well with this, like, tile over here. Then, the next member of the Sinister Six, kind of, is Dr. Octopus here. This is by far the best designs for the arms we've ever gotten. The only other Dr. Octopus I have was from this, like, 2012 set, I think, where it was his lair. And the arms were a much worse design, in my opinion. They were, like, these big Technic pieces. These look much more fluid and much better. The back, you can see, like, the place where all the arms connect into him, so that looks really nice. Our last member here of the standard Sinister Six is Green Goblin. This figure is such a good comic Green Goblin figure. I really want the new version of Green Goblin from No Way Home in a future No Way Home set, but this version right here is so good. We also get what I believe is the best Lego glider for Green Goblin we've ever gotten. It looks so nice, and the color of it is so good. And it also flies out the window, which I'll show you later. We also get a lot of civilians. So this is Amber Grant. She works at the newspaper stand. Then we get Bernie the cab driver. He's the cab driver. We get Ron Barney. That's just what it says in the instructions. I don't know what he does. He's just a civilian. Then we get, oh, that guy fell. What's his name? Robbie Robertson, who's, I think, a Daily Bugle editor. And then we get this for Ben Urich, who is a Bugle reporter and always first with the big stories. It says all this in the instructions. I have no idea about these figures besides that. We get an Aunt May figure. This, is based off the old version of Aunt May that is in a lot of the comics. I would really love to see an MCU Aunt May. I mean, I don't think she'll appear in the No Way Home set because she kind of died in No Way Home. I doubt they would ever do a set based on her death. They tend to not do stuff like that, but it'd be really cool taking it like a younger MCU version of Aunt May. But she does come with a plate of cookies, and, you know, it's Aunt May, so looks nice. We also get Betty Brant, who is, I think, J. Jonah Jameson's, like, front desk person, kind of, that, like, monitors his business or something. I don't know. I just know her from the original movies is kind of what I know her from, and some of the old cartoons. That's about it. And then, of course, we have J. Jonah Jameson. This version of J. Jonah Jameson looks much better than the old version here. This old version is much older. I mean, it looks more classic design with just like a basic suit. This new version, it looks much better. This using the same hair, kind of the same eyes, but this old version just looks, I don't know, just a bit more fake than the new version. We also get a black cat, I believe, for the first time. Is the this first time we've ever gotten black cat here. Dual molded legs. She has a diamond, and she has this like whip thing, this whip piece. I don't really know why. We get a Venom. This minifigure is in a lot of sets. It's a great version of Venom. We also get a great version of Carnage. This figure was also in a lot of sets. These minifigures are so detailed, and LEGO's perfected the Venom and the Carnage minifigures. We also get another variation of Spider-Man from Into the Spider-Verse, which is Spider-Ham. On the back, he has a spider logo, but there's also a pig in the logo, so it looks cool. And yeah, I mean, the torso is kind of the same, but the back logo is different. The legs are, what was it, small legs or child legs? Not the ones that bend, they don't move. And then this head mold is really nice. It's just a pig head with the mask put over it. Something you'd probably see out of like the Looney Tunes CMF, but with the Spider-Man. And you can see he has two eyes up here, and then I guess opening for his nostrils or something. We have Firestar here. I don't really know too much about her. I vaguely remember Firestar was in this like Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends series from, it had to have been like the 90s, and I think I just watched it like on like DVD in like cars on like trips. That's really all I know. We get Blade. This is really exciting because Blade is an upcoming movie in the MCU. We don't really know too much about it, but it's really exciting. He has two swords in this Ninjago style sword holding piece. I believe it's from Ninjago. Really good face print and really good torso print. We get what I believe is the most shocking minifigure LEGO would put in this set, which is the Punisher. I believe, I saw this, I think, on Instagram, that LEGO doesn't display this figure in the stores with the set. I think LEGO told the stores to not display this figure, which it's kind of shocking he's even in this set, but it's a really good figure. Dual molded legs, really, really good torso, and a really nice face print. We have one side where he's like all bruised up and stuff, and it looks really good. And then our last figure here, this is the most expensive minifigure from this set on Bricklink and eBay. This is Daredevil, and especially with Matt Murdock as in loyal form and appearing in Spider-Man No Way Home, this figure is going to go up in value. It has 2Ds on his torso there for Daredevil. The belt wraps around to the back, and you can see his mouth, and then the like closed eyes because he's blind, so he doesn't need eye holes really. And then he's got his rods to fight with. We get this cab build. This is, you know, it's got wheels. It's got this like gun piece, I think, for like the exhaust. It says taxi on both sides with a minifigure on it. It says taxi up there. It says taxi at the back. See the windows are a bit scratched up. That's just how they do in the bags. It says AFA 0015 on both sides. It's got some lights, and you can see one of the lights has been blown out. Inside of the cab, this comes off as a section, and you can put Bernie the cab driver in here. If I can find Bernie the cab driver. There he is. Okay. You just take him like that, and you put him in there. There's room for another minifigure behind him. You can just take random editor minifigure here, put it behind him, You know, it's definitely a bit snug there, but it works. You put the head on, and you know, there you go. It's a taxi. Around the side of the Daily Bugle, there's not much, but there is this newsstand, which does look really nice. To take it off, you do this. It hooks into these pieces here. It has a Kingpin on it, and I really, really want that to be a big fig. Kingpin didn't appear in No Way Home. I hoped he did, but it didn't really make sense. But him and Hawkeye was really cool. And, I mean, Hawkeye definitely should have got a Lego set based off of it. He looks so good in Hawkeye. He doesn't exactly look the same. If they just put the red shirt under, I guess that'd be based on Hawkeye. But it looks really good. We also get like an I Love New York postcard and like an image of New York. You can take Amber Grant here and you just put her in. There's some studs in there. I think you have to lift her hands up. And just like that, you can put this on and you can close it up. And that's about it. On it, it says no crime thanks to Spider Menace. Looks really nice. There's a lot of those exact newspapers. I think there's like 5. But there's a ton of other newspaper details. And I'll insert an image on the left side of the frame because to go through and find them is a bit hard. But these look really good. There's one that says Electro on it. There's the one with Kingpin on it. There's one with a minifigure version of Matt Murdock. These look really good, and I'm really glad they put them in as prints, and they're scattered throughout this set, so I'm just covering them here so I don't have to like go through and find them. So the rest of the outside of the Daily Bugle, you can find this electric plug thing, some boxes with a rat. There's this thing, and you can pull this out, and it's like a broken wall entrance into the first floor. But I'll cover the first floor in a second. You know, on this side, there's some more crates. Around the back, there's some garbage bins. And there's an exit that says Eddie was here, of course, referring to Eddie Brock Venom. You can open that door. There's this place for, I think, Spider-Man to just shove his backpack in, like, the AC unit or something like that. There's the ladders. They fold up, and they also fold down, and you can reach into the fire escapes. And that goes all the way to the top of the building, so that's really nice. There's, of course, the newsstand, and then there's the main entrance, which this checkerboard pattern looks really good. These 2 holes on the sides here, and these 2 holes on the sides here, those are Technic connections, so you can connect it to other modular buildings. And this is what that looks like, and it looks really nice. I'm going to cover this floor by floor, so starting with the first floor, there is this entrance, and you can pull this clip here, and it's like a sliding door to get in. It looks really nice. You can go in the first floor, and you can only really access this one from the roof, so it's not too good, but there's this chair here for, I think, like, so and staff to work. You can see the elevator. That's on all the floors there. That looks nice. Some of those newspapers there. There's this screen, which looks really nice. It says, this just in, vampire spotted on the subway. It looks really nice. Obviously, that's a Morbius figure. It'd be really cool to get that. There's, you know, more of the no crime newspapers, and there's this vending machine, so that looks good. So on the window of the second floor, you have these nice printed things. On the side, it says, vote Osborn for mayor, and that's a really nice Norman Osborn figure design. On the very front, it has 2 big sticker billboards, and these were terrifying to put on. On the right side, it says, earlier today, villains promise to stop being bad guys, and it has those 4 members of the Sinister Six there. Then on the main one, it's Daily Bugle News, and says, just the facts, and we can see a billboard for Just the Facts on the other side of the building. There's Dr. Kurt Connors there, Professor Miles Warren, and Scarlet Spider, which I believe is this minifigure from the Spider Lair, but I could be wrong. But they all look really nice. It says, Corona epidemic out of control, and is Spider-Man to blame? So, yeah, that's nice. For all the rest of the windows, you can just take them off like that. They attach on one stud on each side. So this is the second floor. It looks really nice. There's a lot of details. We've got the yellow flooring on the side here. You got donuts, coffee maker, coffee cup. you know, there's more stacks of newspapers there. And then you have this working area. There's multiple chairs. There's one in the back. There's this thing, and it has multiple TV screens, and it goes around, wraps around. These are just like a ton of stickers. You build it, and then it goes, and in the instructions it says, okay, now put on 10 stickers. It's, you know, a bit crazy. You have these filing cabinets, really nice build for them, and then you have these chairs, and they have computers, and they work. There's this water dispenser machine in the back, and then there is the elevator in the back, and that's on all the floors. There's no actual elevator, but I like the way they did it with 2 tiles, giving the, like, illusion that it is an elevator. This is where it starts to really get tall. You can even see my art display in the background. On the 3rd floor, on the outside of the window, we have Green Goblin flying out of the window, and you can't actually fix this. You actually do get enough pieces to fix the window from the broken window. Going inside the 3rd floor here, this window connects a bit differently. It's got these studs on the inside to connect. That way, you know, because it all has all of this pieces on the outside, so it would easily fall over. On the inside, though, it's more of like it's abandoned, kind of. There's boxes everywhere. The door is blocked. There is this really nice, like, copying machine that really looks good. There's this spider web with the spider right there. There's the elevator. There's a door, and I'll show you where that door goes to. There is this place, and here you can actually recreate the Spider-Man meme. And you put him in the chair there, and boom, there's the meme. It's funny. Yeah, the detail on the back, you know, it's like a brick wall. It's green. There's some sticky notes. Those are just tiles, and then there's like a window. Around the back, you can see the green tile. This door opens up with this stud, and it has this like balcony area on the outside where it like goes a bit thinner, you know. This design is nice. It's the same design they use at the very top on the roof. So on the final floor, on the outside, you have these rungs things. Around it, you have this spider ham car, and, you know, because it can drive up the side because it's a cartoon universe and there's really no physics there. The window can open up just like that. Same thing as before, where it stands on these studs. The window design is the same window design, so it's really repetitive building it, but, you know, it works. This window sometimes doesn't stick in all the way because of those studs. This final floor here, there's Betty Brand's desk. She's watching a miniature version of the same thing on the outside of the building, so I really like that sticker. It looks cool. There's the entrance to J. Jonah's offices, and then there's his office. He has another one, or actually, he has a new reward for photos of Spider-Man newspaper. He has you know, a keyboard and the computer monitor. He has trophies and this like rock thing and a mug. And yeah, no, that looks really nice. Going to the top of the Daily Bugle, we have a sign that says Daily Bugle on it. It's really a nice design of the letters Lego used. There's this bugle design, which as a trumpet player, I can say it looks nice. There is this like really tall radio tower, and that adds probably like another like half a foot to the height of the Daily Bugle there. So, I mean, you know, fair game, Lego, you add like 5 more inches. There's these dishes. There's a satellite dish on the side. In the back, behind the sign, we have this, I think it's a water tower. There's a Green Goblin sticker, and then a Miles Morales logo sticker. And then there's some space for a roof, and there's a vent, and that's about it. This set is kind of just crazy and how good it is. I mean, and how tall it is. Like, it can barely fit on my display area here. I mean, you can see my shelf right there, and, you know, I never thought a set would get high enough to, like, reach that. But it's very much able to, which is kind of crazy. This display, I really like it. We got the Green Goblin going through the window there. Spider-Man fighting Doc Ock. Spider-Gwen, Mysterio on the side. I did like a Blade fighting Venom down there. Carnage is like on the taxi. There's a newsstand. There's Sandman fighting Daredevil and Punisher. Inside, you can see Jonah Jameson looking at Spider-Man, fighting Doc Ock, I guess. And then on the very top, we have Firestar, because that's just where Lego put her. Yeah, this is just an amazing set, and I'm kind of shocked Lego could release such a good set. Like, this is by far the best Marvel superhero set, and I don't know if it's intentional on Lego to release it this year with No Way Home also coming out, because it doesn't necessarily tie into No Way Home, but it's definitely like it's close. You know, the Daily Bugle is a big part of No Way Home, not too much, but like it's definitely there. And without it, No Way Home wouldn't have happened without J. Jonah Jameson releasing Peter's identity, you know? I really hope there's like $100 No Way Home set with like all the villains in it, but we'll see if we get that next summer. That would just be awesome, and probably like the second best Marvel set of all time, obviously behind this thing. You can like look at it from like the side view and everything. The side view isn't as good, but I definitely think it's still there. It's just such a massive tower. Here's the 2020 Avengers Tower. This set is awesome on how, you know, it's such a nice tower. It looks so good. And then, I mean, yeah, that's how tall the Daily Bugle is. It doesn't even compare to the Avengers Tower, dude. The Avengers Tower looks like super small compared to it. So that was my review of the 2021 Lego Daily Bugle. This set is on sale for $300. I don't think it's going to go down in price just because Lego is selling it, and Lego usually doesn't take their prices down like Walmart or Target would. But it's a really great set. I really hope there will be a $100 No Way Home set. But this is a great Spider-Man set if you're a fan of Spider-Man, like the movies or the comics. I watched all the old Spider-Man movies while building this, so it's a really nice set, and I really love it. And I think it's probably like at least in the top 5 of my favorite Lego sets of all time. So thank you for watching this video. If you liked this video, please leave a like. If you're new here, please subscribe. And as always, have a great day.